Greetings, Sophisticated Intuition here with your annual forecast for the year of 2026. This is going to be for the sign of Capricorn. All right, Spirit, what energy is coming towards Capricorns for the year of 2026, please? What energy is coming towards Capricorns for the year of 2026? Okay, we got a slight flipper. Attend to the details. Just get one, please, for Capricorns. What's coming? Okay, thank you. Oh, somebody else got that. I told myself, we're not pulling up the duplicates. Um, so let's see what else it says. I can't remember who got it though. I don't remember. Okay. That's all right. Don't matter. Guess what? Capricorn did. So let me get the rest of this message out for you. All right, Spirit. What energy is coming towards Capricorn for the year 2026? Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, you know what? I feel like it's the same message almost. Okay. It's similar. It's not the same. You know who I think it was, Capricorn? I think it was Leo's. All right. The only reason why that matters is because perhaps you are connected to a Leo. In this session, you're the last one. You are always the last one I do. And in this session, it was like pairs that got similar energetic messages, which means that you're probably going to be collaborating or working with each other or working against each other in the year of 2026. So I think that this message that I'm about to give you is definitely similar to the message that I gave Leo. So I'm going to encourage you, whether you have a Leo in your life or the Leo is, if the Leo is in your chart anywhere, if you are connected to a Leo, I kind of encourage you to go listen to theirs. But I do see the difference because you got a little love going on in here as well. Okay. Let me just get the rest of this out so we can get to Capricorn's message, all right? It's just standing out so, like, you got a best friend that is a Leo, y'all gonna be working very heavily together, okay? That's what I would say. Or working on each other, or maybe working on each other's nerves. Let me get to this message for you. All right, for the Capricorn. Oh, there we go. Okay. I like that. All right. Okay. Yep. Yeah. I think they could. Yeah. Definitely. Go cross watch it. I don't care where Leo is in your chart. If you don't know a Leo in your entire life, Capricorn, go cross watch that message. They go together. They go hand in hand. Okay. Okay. All right. Spirit for the Capricorns. What additional guidance and romance and love do you have today for 2026, please? Thank you. Like I said, go watch that because it's important to your message. But your message, ooh, you got love in it. Okay, I like that for you, Capricorn. Okay, you have I was just going to say that coexistence. So I almost want to go right over here, but let me start here first because I feel like this is the part that I just keep on saying go cross watch about. Then we got some other stuff that is really good going on in your new year. Be humble. Okay. Sit down. Be humble. I'm a fan of humility. Okay. This isn't about not being the loudest in the room. This is about understanding that the meek shall inherit the earth. Capricorn, it's okay you like nice things. First about Capricorn, I'm going to reveal something to y'all, Capricorn, that most of the collective does not know about me. My Venus is in Capricorn. Yeah, I like nice things. Yeah. Oh, I can tunnel vision with the best of them. So, not to mention, I have dated Capricorns. My grandfather was Capricorn. I know y'all very well. I love Capricorns, personally. But you can be, at times, not all of you, okay, a little flashy when you're doing well, okay, a little boastful. But there is some power that you are going to have in the new year by being humble. I think that, in contrast to the message that I'm asking you to go cross watch about, this is not an experience that you might have that might, sucker punch you and make you be humble, meaning like knock you off of a pedestal that you thought you was on. I am hearing get down off your high horse. Okay. So you might think you're the best at something, better than somebody else. Somebody there, I do feel like somebody shows up who's better than you. I remember when I was younger, I always use, if you're new here, Capricorn, when I was younger, I always use examples of myself, but I remember both my brother and my mother telling me one time, because I'm a Sagittarius, and the young Sagittarius, whew, Lord have mercy on them, something else, but I had a mouth on me, let me tell you. And both my mom and my brother used to say to me that, like, someday somebody with a bigger mouth or, a bigger bite, you're going to meet your match, basically, is what they would say to me. There's always somebody bigger and better. Always. Okay. So there's this experience that you have, Capricorn, that makes you better realize that humbles you. It's not to take away from your own greatness. It's just to remind you that you are not. I don't. Ugh, this sounds like I'm picking on y'all, but I'm not. I'm not trying to do that. The reason why, let me pair it with this so it makes sense. Be humble was clarified by death. Okay, death to the ego, death to thinking that you're the biggest, baddest thing walking the earth. Something humbled you recently, and that energy is carrying you through 2026. And this is a great thing. All right. I want to shift that energy right quick. Now, that also, there's some of y'all who haven't been humbled yet that will get humbled. And so this is kind of like that precursor to inform you that, get ready. But others of you, I feel like this is a past into the present situation, meaning that you have, it's really a reminder. That's the experience that, or the energy that I'm feeling, is that there's an experience that comes in for you, Capricorn, in the 2026 that reminds you that we all gotta eat, we all gotta sleep, we all gotta die. Okay, like it's something like reminds you that it's not just you. The world does not revolve around you. That's kind of where I'm going with that. I don't want to make you like feel like you just think you that thing. You are. You're the greatest, Capricorn. You're the GOAT. But you're not in this world alone. All right. And so you're gonna have to transition. There's a transformation, see, because death is representation of that transformation, that rebirth. Okay, that is going to happen once you become humble. And I know I'm feeling like some of you are saying, like, man, I've been humble. But the fact is, you're not done yet. Because, I do this, or I have done this. Actually, I don't want to say I do this, 'cause I don't do this anymore. I used to do this. I learned, it was this year, I think, or this past year, that it really kind of sunk in for me. But like when I'm doing well, huh, please get out of my way. Like, like just extra with it too. But every single time I act like that, some come to just knock me down off my pedestal and remind me of who I once was. But I finally have integrated that lesson, and I know better. And the humility that I have, the gratitude. Thank you for that, Spirit. The gratitude, that's the lesson. It's not enough gratitude up in here, Capricorn. I'm gonna move on to the more higher side of it, because it's telling me, the Spirit is telling me there's a lesson. There's a lesson to learn in your ego, okay, in 2026. You're going to learn that lesson, and then you're going to move on. Okay. Charge forward. Do not allow life's difficulties and challenges to confuse or delay you. Lead your team confidently and don't look back. Things are in your favor. Okay. I feel like I said this to the collective earlier, like the hurdles example that I gave on my social media platform. So some of y'all might not have seen that, but this is the collective's energy. This is that fire horse energy. Now be clear, the fire horse energy is not happening, doesn't start until the Chinese New Year in February. Okay. So right now is your preparation time. But when things do come up, those hurdles, those obstacles, those challenges that show up, keep moving forward, Capricorn. This ain't the year. This ain't the year to let none of that slow you down. Give your condolences, sorrows and prayers, and keep it moving. Okay, I think that that's something that you learn. I think that's showing up here does tell me that some of you may have had some actual physical losses, meaning family members and such, friends that you might have actually lost, and that alone, grief will sit you down, baby. Grief will sit you down and make you do some self reflection and some realization and see how you're going about handling things and handling life and how you moving out there. Okay. But when the time comes, and you're going to know this year when that time shows up, that you're going to need to move confidently forward, and you're not going to have time to sit in this kind of space. Okay. Then, Capricorn, listen. Hold on, before we get to that, I want to jump ahead so bad. I wanted to get there right when we got here, but we got to wait. So, coexist. Cease your complaints and instead work with what you expect others. Wait, I think I skipped ahead. Cease your complaints and instead work with what you have. You will breed unnecessary stress and pressure if you expect others to think or behave like you. Everyone has a role to play. Listen, and you need to let them people play their role. Coexist. And this was another card I do believe that was in that other message that made me say, okay, y'all working together, tag team, and maybe teaching all the rest of us how to be humble, okay? And stop complaining and stop judging other people. Maybe you are just the leaders in this year, okay? Why? Because you learned it. All that mean girl stuff got to go. I'll tell you that right now, Capricorn. Stop talking bad about people, okay? Mean girl, mean guy, whatever. Put the shoe on the foot that it fits. But and please don't complain. Complaining creates problems. It's like you know how if you pop a pimple and two more show up, or you pluck a hair and five more show up, that's what complaining does. You have one problem and you're complaining, you just created five more problems. Don't do that, Capricorn. Remain positive, speak life. Worrying is worshiping the problem. So remember that. But there also this coexist is just going back to that, has a role. Everyone has a role to play. It's like, don't expect people to do what you do and be who you are, but in a humble sense, Capricorn. I think that's, it's bringing it in here. It's bringing it in here for me. Like, you're a boss. You're a leader in your own right. Even if you don't have a supervisor position, you entry level, but you know that you lead, right? You know you're better at it than the others. You know you stand apart. That doesn't mean that you sit back and judge them because they don't measure up to your standards. And I believe that you're going to learn that because it's like a mirror. I feel like somebody's going to mirror that back at you. And that's what humbles you. That's what changes you. Okay, now moving on. The Lovers is at the bottom of this deck. Look at them, they cute. And the card that popped out for your romance is the Lovers. So listen, I'm excited for you, Capricorn. Okay, no matter what your relationship status is, this is about a choice of love. This is choosing love. This is choosing to be peace. This is choosing to be harmony. This is choosing to connect. Okay. Um, This is choosing. This is choosing lover. I'm so proud of you. Okay, listen, I'm not gonna do that to y'all, Capricorn, but listen, this is choosing each other is what I'm hearing. So I'm gonna go and read and see what it says. But I'm hearing like you're choosing each other. So let me give like a soft example of that. I don't want to speak that into anyone's connection, but let's say there's a third party, and third party is not always another person. But let's say work gets in the way, children get in the way, mother-in-laws, father-in-laws, cousins, all these other things are always in the way. Well, this year, Capricorn, you're choosing each other. Okay? You're choosing each other. You're not going to let all that other stuff get in the way. Charge forward. Okay, now let's see what it says. This oracle brings a message of love. Love, love. It is finding you now. Be open to it in all its forms. Be the god and goddess of love and paint the town red. Play in passionate embrace with life as your lover and prepare to receive even more than what you believe you are capable of handling. I love that. Oh, you know why I love that even more, Capricorn? Because the frequency of love opens up and cascades to the entire collective. So I like to say, I can't remember exactly what the saying is, but like um something when an angel gets their wings, right? I can't remember for right now. I can't bring that to the forefront of my brain, but an angel gets his wings every time, whatever, right? Well, I feel very strongly that every time true love, authentic love, not that fake stuff, but true love, authentic love comes together, I feel like everyone in the collective can feel that. It is gifted to each of us in our own way, whether it shows up for us financially or spiritually or emotionally. So, like, I'm excited about this because I know that yes, this is great for the Capricorns. You're choosing each other, okay? It's passionate too. Just lovers, okay? And this is not to say that you're not soulmates or divine counterparts, but how it's showing up is real intense, okay? And I love that for you as Capricorns, as individuals, but I also love what that means for the collective and how that's going to pour out and spill out to the rest of us. It's beautiful. Another, oh, I love this. Okay, so I do got to do both bottoms of the deck here. So believe in your good luck. That spirit saying stay optimistic, okay? And then also, like that, dream a little, okay? So you get to be like, it's manifestation type of energy, but it's not illusion or delusion, but kind of like um I'm kind of getting like a daydreaming or you know, I don't know. It just feels magical. It's basically how I can put it for you, Capricorn. Like, in addition to all of this, you have to learn this lesson about being humble. Okay, that's how the elevation, that's how the ascension happens. That has to come in 2026. But then after that, you're moving forward and you're embracing love and you are choosing each other and good luck is happening and it feels almost Capricorn too good to be true. That's the energy that I'm feeling, but you can believe it. That's what Spirit is saying. You can believe it. And that is your message. Love and light.